Okay. Let's go back. And Ms. Darklaw is definitely aiming to put a wrench in it, but why? She tried to sabotage the plan, she tried to betray the storyteller, she tried to protect the storyteller. Oh, if you remember, she said that one of her top priorities was protecting the storyteller. Like, she was basically a bodyguard to him in some ways. So it could be that. Or... this is tricky. It could be... damn. Betray? Does she want to take... she could be betraying him and going against his wishes. I don't think it's to sabotage the plan. Well, what the hell? We only have about 100 hint coins. Let's use another one. Well, there you go. It's not sabotage. It's betray or protect. Let's say betray. There's one possible reason I could think of why Ms. Darklaw had to hide her actions. She was aiming to betray the storyteller. Betray the storyteller? I agree, Mr. Wright. The storyteller used the Great Witch Bezella to take his own life. Instructions to carry out the plan were given to Miss Kira. However, Miss Darklaw planned to intervene and change the scenario at the very last minute. She planned to do so by changing the identity of the Great Witch from Miss Kira to Miss Cantabella. Thus bringing us to our current situation. Miss Cantabella on trial for the murder of her father at the hands of Bezella. You, Miss Darklaw, seem to harbor a rather strong hatred for the storyteller, if I am not mistaken. Hehehe. A hatred, you say? Yes, I suppose you could call it that. Huh? That's right, behold my revenge! Did you say revenge? Miss Darklaw, will you please tell the court of your plan for revenge? If you insist. Oh boy! The High Inquisitor, and also the Great Witch. Long have I donned those two masks, one as Labyrinthia's protector, the other its harbinger of destruction. In other words, I was merely meant to serve him. And yet, he sought to selfishly pen the ending of the story under his own terms. He did not care enough about me or any of the townspeople to allow us the dignity of deciding our own fate. Indeed, what we witnessed tonight was the cowardly act of a man looking for an easy way to end that which he could not properly finish. He cared for no one but himself, hence his sudden sham of an ending. And for that, I will never forgive him. What do you mean by sham of an ending? The Great Witch Bezella is to summon a fire dragon at the end of to end the life of the Creator. She will then be put on trial and judged, thus heralding a period of peace and prosperity for all of Labyrinthia. Such is the ending written for this town and its people. It is not an ending I oppose in principle. Who would not wish a happy ending for their own people? However, the problem lies in Bezella's identity. Bezella's identity? As you know, he assigned the role of the Great Witch to this girl beside me. But you're saying that was a falsehood, is that correct? I knew Bezella's true identity. It is not something I could ever forget. That is why I went to the bell tower, and it is why I took the accused there. I did it to ensure the true witch, foretold in the story, was given the judgment she was due. The true witch, you don't mean... Yes, I speak of none other than Espella Cantabella. Rubble, rubble, rubble.
Objection!
Anyone see the Nicki Minaj nudes yet? Oh, anyway. This Darklaw, is there a glaring contradiction? There's a glaring contradiction in your statement. And what would that be? It's supposedly common knowledge that Bezella is capable of using all magic. However, that's far from the truth. Magic does not actually exist in this town. It was all one giant illusion created by the Shades. Therefore, the Great Witch Bezella cannot exist either. You fool. Defender, you really don't have a clue, do you?
But, wait just a minute now. Is the defender not correct? If magic does not exist, then it goes without saying that witches do not exist either. And that would include the Great Witch, would it not?
That's right. They've been lying to us the whole time. Dastards! Not bastards, dastards! Dastardly bastards! Zella isn't real.
Objection.
Objection.
Mr. Wright, there's a fundamental mistake in your argument.
What do you mean?
I have but one simple question. What exactly is Bezella?
Huh? Well, she's supposed to be the head of all witches.
Allow me to reword the question. The Great Witch Bezella is the root of all disaster within Labyrinthia. Knowing that, what specific disaster might she have been the root of?
That would be, I just thought of something. We've been hearing Bezella's name left and right since we got here, but not once has the real Bezella shown up in person.
Indeed, Miss Fay. Bezella herself has been virtually absent from the story thus far. But, Inquisitor, did she not claim the life of the storyteller tonight?
It would appear so, Your Honor. However, there's just one more thing. Consider this. Which particular story is every citizen of Labyrinthia most familiar with? Well, that would have to be the legendary fire, right?
Precisely. Surely you're not serious! As the name implies, that's but a mere legend. No one knows for certain if it even occurred.
So they say, but the reality is that there are still traces of that terrible fire within the town today. The professor's right. We even seen some of it up close and personal. Hey, yeah, at the Great Archive.
You're indeed correct, Inquisitor. Littered throughout the town are burnt remnants of a fire most fierce. However, no one can say for certain that what transpired back then, for you see, not a soul saw what actually happened.
Let me see if I have this straight. There's an entire town full of people and no one saw what happened?
Correct, except for one particular person.
What?
There's one person who saw everything. Ha! I'm speaking, of course, of the one responsible for the fire itself, the Great Witch Bezella. Rubble, rubble, rubble!
Yes. Huh? I remember all of it.
Espella, what are you saying?
When I close my eyes, I can picture it so vividly. The awful sight of the flames engulfing everything that they touched. The scorching heat of my skin, the smell of burning cinder all around me. The large plumes of black smoke, the warm tears streaming down my face. I remember it all. What you're recalling now is the moment the Great Witch Bezella destroyed our town. Well, it appears my role here is finished. As for the rest, I leave it in your capable hands, Inquisitor. What the flip? She disappeared! Huh? Darklaw, she vanished into thin air. She's right. These memories are proof that I am Bezella. But, Espella!
Mr. Wright. Remember, if you will, what I said at the beginning of this trial. I came here to prove that Espella Cantabella is in reality the Great Witch Bezella.
Right.
There is still one more thing I wish to present to the court. I would now like to call the final witness to the stand.
The final witness?
Rubble, rubble, rubble. This is the longest trial in human history. Longer than O.J. Simpson. What the hell? Who said hold it? It's... It would appear he has arrived.
David Bowie! He's here!
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I give you this trial's final witness, the storyteller, David Bowie himself! Dance, magic, dance!
And just like that, he appeared. The man who died not hours before, and the victim of this very trial, the storyteller himself, with two transparent crystal balls that he played with in front of everyone. The professor sure chose one heck of a final witness. Morning is drawing closer and closer. How this trial will end is anyone's guess. Of course. To be continued. Let's save and keep going. Alright.